Let's make sure that this is a cylinder. Just to be nice and straight. And then make the base. Make this one a little chunkier than the other one. Not too chunky though. I want the top bit to be kind of rattling around. Yeah, that's true. Although I've heard, I think, with the raku, especially like the colourful raku, the sun will fade the colours. So if it's left in the sun, over time the colours will fade. I think that's right. It's one of those things. Put it in the sun to see the colours, but don't keep it in the sun all the time. Yeah, so that's something I found. So Violin did a I can't remember what it was. It was like a music festival, not like a Glastonbury or anything. It was a folk music festival actually in Shrewsbury. Oh my god, how middle class does that sound? She did a raku firing like experience there, and they told us that if you put it in the sun, then it will eventually fade over time. And I think it's actually currently sat in our conservatory. So it has faded a bit. It's kind of lost, kind of lustery colours. Okay, well, I think I'm happy with that. Let's just check the rim of this. Might take off a little bit of the top, just because it's a little too tall at the moment, I think. Not that being too tall is really a problem, but it's taller than it needs to be. So you can just take off that little tiny wobble that's in it, hopefully. We'll probably just wreck it, maybe. Yeah, that went quite well. Just round that off a little bit. Right, part one done. Let's get it off. Cool. You can hear the grog in this. Really rough. Actually, I was speaking to another one of the potters. I did kind of hand-built, kind of round, almost like moon jar type things. And she used a really, really groggy clay and added, I can't remember, the opposite of it. Yeah, just really horrible grating sound. Sure, there must be some people into that, right? Like nails on a chalkboard sounds and sounds of foxes screaming. The sound of grog on a potter's wheel. But yeah, she added extra grog, and I can't remember what she said, but yeah, just say that her pieces are like super rough, look like kind of rocks essentially, and then added colour to those. You know what, every time I've made this, every time I've made one of these, I've said to myself, next time I'll throw it on a bat, because every time I take it off I manage to warp it, because it's an unusual shape. Every time I've forgotten. Oh, I got the teapots in the way. But anyway, let's just deal with what we've got. Hopefully not warp it too much. That's not too bad actually. Phew. Clean up a little bit as I go. Why do I keep putting this literally right in front of me? Right. Let's throw the second part. Use all of this actually, just to make sure I get it big enough. Well, it doesn't need to be very big, does it? Essentially just a beaker. If we go too big, we go too big. Always chop it down. open this door because it's getting a little warm in here. I can't reach it with that hand, that's annoying.
Now I've been saving this one for you.
Orange, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Thank you, appreciate it. Very generous with your gifted subs recently. Currently subbed to 2 channels thanks to your gifted subs and oh right. A little bit of fresh air in. Oh, that's very kind. I appreciate you. But sincerely, I do appreciate it. And hopefully you heard the alerts. I don't know. I heard it. That's the important thing. Okay. Right, so for this one, it needs to be, so the inner dimensions of this need to be bigger than the out, slightly about bigger than the outer dimensions of the one I just threw. Is basically how it works. God, this tray is so squeaky. Seems to have fixed it. Yeah. I'll lean forward on it, I think. Let's slow down. So let's take a measurement. The outside of this one, so it's going to be bigger than that because that's the inside measurement. Try not to poke a hole in it while I measure. Made a slight dent on it. Slightly smaller than that. About 86. Don't know how that can be. I suppose you've got double the width of the walls. 69 to 86. Yeah, that's not too much, is it? One, two. Oh, I don't know. There's plenty anyway. Yeah, wobbly. Oh, so I was speaking to one of the potters yesterday. He was telling us how, basically how his life, how he lives his life as a professional potter. And so he used to live in London. Thanks for being here, Mr. Salt. See you. I'll probably see you later, to be honest. Yeah, bye, Mike Salt. Yeah, so he used to live in London. He sold up and moved. I can't remember where he said it is now. He might not have told me, but basically bought an old water mill with like on 6 acres. So he's got his own like forest essentially. So he uses the wood from his forest to fire his kiln. He gets clay from like the lake that he's got. I don't think he throws with that clay, but he uses it as like slip decoration. It sounds like the life. I can't remember, there was something else. He gets like off his own land and uses it for his pottery. I can't remember now, but I can't remember it well. No, again, it'll be in my photos because he didn't have any business cards, so I took a photo of his thing. So it's hemp. I remember the name of his website. It's Hemp Mill Pottery or something. And he was saying that basically he makes, so what the potters do generally, these professional potters, they do all their making in the winter months, and then they go to the shows in the summer months and they camp out. So he was camping out in the grounds of Compton Verney. For the weekend. And they're kind of like, you know, these travelling salespeople in the summer. Carry all the, I think you put it, said they're like snails. Carry everything on their back. But yeah. I mean, oh my goodness, oh, I'm very wet. How's that happened? Just dribbled down my arm. But yeah, his pots are quite good as well. But his life sounds amazing. So this is way too tall. I know that. Not a problem. Always cut it down. Right. I need measurements. So this measurement needs to be perfect, pretty much. It's not bad. Maybe a little on the narrow side. But that's fine, because we've got plenty of height to play with. Let's see if we can find that person. So I did follow them. Oh yeah, his wife is a chef as well. And does cookery classes from their home. Mark Daly, that was it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Is that it? No, that might be one of the others actually. I just went on that he was following that one. Richard St John Healy, that's who it was. I think. I can't actually find his Instagram. I've got the Hemp Mill Pottery Cookery School. Is that it? Am I following this? I'm following. I think that's the Instagram. And they got ducks. Let's share this. Why not? Let's do some charting. Yeah, I don't think I posted a photo of that one because I took a photo in landscape, so it didn't fit the reel. That one, right. This is this guy, don't know if you recognise him. But yeah, I mean, that's really cool. You can do pottery and cookery school. And they've got little ducks. Look at them. Yeah, nice. these are all fired in a wood-fired kiln. Really cool. Right, how do I get back to OBS? I can't see anything. The sun is shining. Yeah, that's great. So we got there like, it was before 11. Didn't leave till pretty much kicking out time. Just wandering around. Who did you vote for, by the way? Which piece did you vote for in the competition? Pieces, because it was top 3, wasn't it? Do you remember? It was busy, but not too busy, I would say. It was a good amount of people. So I voted for, what did I vote for? So the clock pot. I put as number 3. Thought that was really clever, to the point where I might steal that. yeah. Spent about the same amount of time there then. Just like all day wandering around. The clock pot was good, I like that. So that was number 3. Then the what was it? Jackalope. I didn't vote. There's a chance to win a Potfest passport on the line. So I voted for the clock pot at number 3, which I thought was clever, and I couldn't actually see how it got the clock mechanism into the pot. The only thing I could think is that the bottom had a hole in it. But anyway, the jackalope pot. Second, the one that was the canopic jar type thing that Mudworks does, similar to that, with a rabbit with antlers. And my number 1 was the leafy dragon teapot. Oh, that was really good. I think it's a little slightly overlooked because it's quite small. Small and on a small plinth. So, no violin, didn't really see it till after I told her about it. I thought that was the best. But maybe just because I've been making teapots lately. Right, so it's important that the bottom of this is pretty square. Let's try and do that.